Hey everyone, welcome back to Criminal Minds Unleashed. Today we're diving into a story that's as twisted as a Las Vegas roller coaster. Imagine this: two sisters, a boyfriend, and a fatal Instagram trap. It's a tale of greed, desperation, and how one flashy social media profile became a death sentence. So grab your drinks, settle in, and let me take you on a journey through the neon-lit streets of Sin City, where a 19-year-old's life was cut tragically short. This isn't just another true crime story. It's a wake-up call for anyone who's ever posted about their success online. Before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You won't want to miss our weekly dives into the dark side of human nature. Alright, let's rewind to July 2023. The Las Vegas Strip is buzzing, the casinos are packed, and young Connor Rebolledo is living his best life. Little does he know, his Instagram flexing has caught the eye of some very dangerous people. Our tale begins with 19-year-old Connor Rebolledo. Young, ambitious, and living life to the fullest, Connor had a good job refilling ATMs. It was the kind of work that put him in regular contact with large sums of cash. Perhaps it went to his head a little. His Instagram was filled with flashy photos showcasing stacks of bills, despite warnings from his manager that it could make him a target. Little did Connor know those photos had already caught the eye of someone with sinister intentions. Enter Skylar Bailey, 23, and her younger sister Amelie Redu, 20. The sisters were facing dire straits, evicted from their home, struggling with severe financial difficulties and growing increasingly desperate. When Skylar spotted Connor's cash-laden social media, a plan began to form. She enlisted her sister Amelie to create a fake Instagram profile, using it to strike up a flirtatious conversation with the unsuspecting Connor. For weeks, Amelie strung him along with promises of a hookup, all while secretly coordinating with her sister. "Only for y'all," Amelie texted Skylar at one point, sharing screenshots of her exchanges with Connor. "We win, you win," Skylar replied, revealing the cold calculation behind their scheme. But the sisters weren't working alone. Skylar's boyfriend, 22-year-old Nathan Nava, was also in on the plot. Text messages would later reveal Nava's history of robbery, though he had recently promised Skylar he was trying to go straight. "I promise this month over I'm going hard, baby, no more robbing." It seems old habits die hard. As July wore on, the trap was slowly set. Emily made and broke plans with Connor twice, building his anticipation. Behind the scenes, Skylar and Nava were frantically trying to secure a gun. The stage was set for July 19th. That evening, Connor told his mother and girlfriend he was meeting a friend and would be back in half an hour. It was the last time they would see him alive. Around 8 p.m., residents of an apartment complex near Nellis Boulevard and Cheyenne Avenue heard gunshots ring out. Police arrived to find a horrific scene. Connor Rebolledo lay unresponsive in the parking lot, blood pooling from his head, a gun clutched in his lifeless hand. Witnesses described seeing Connor walking with a woman when suddenly 3 men attacked. They beat him mercilessly, with one using a gun to pistol whip the young man repeatedly. The woman stood by, doing nothing to intervene. When the shots were fired, she fled along with the attackers. In a stroke of luck for investigators, an alert detective in an unmarked car noticed suspicious activity shortly after the shooting. She observed Nava, Skylar, and one of Nava's relatives getting into what they thought was their rideshare getaway vehicle. Police quickly stopped the car and detained the occupants. The web of lies began to unravel. Nava tried to distance himself, claiming he was just hanging out at a friend's apartment when 2 other men decided to rob Connor over a debt. Skylar stuck to her story of being an innocent bystander, but their phones told a different tale. Text messages revealed the weeks of planning, the financial desperation, and the cold-blooded nature of the setup. There were discussions about whether Connor would have money on him, instructions on what to say to lure him in, and coordinates for the fatal meeting. As police dug deeper, they uncovered more players in this tragedy. Someone named Spaz Out in Nava's contacts appeared to be involved in the planning. Messages on the day of the murder read ominously. "He just came back from the casino," and He got bread though, bro. He just came back from the casino. In the end, a 19-year-old's life was cut short over what amounted to some cash and misplaced trust. Connor Rebolledo's mistake was showing off a little too much online, making himself a target for those driven by desperation and greed. Nathan Nava, Skylar Bailey, and Amelie Redoux now face charges of open murder, battery to commit robbery, and conspiracy to commit robbery. Their preliminary hearing is set for September 17th, where they'll begin to answer for their alleged roles in this senseless killing. This tragedy serves as a stark reminder of the dangers that can lurk behind screens and the devastating consequences when people value money over human life. It's a cautionary tale for our digital age, where the line between our online personas and real-world vulnerabilities can become dangerously blurred. As we reflect on Connor Rebolledo's story, let's remember that behind every flashy social media post is a real person, someone's child, friend, or loved one. In a world where it's so easy to connect with strangers, we must never forget the importance of staying vigilant and protecting ourselves both online and off. So, true crime talkers, this tragic story leaves us with a lot to think about. I want to hear from you. How much of your life do you share online? Has this story made you reconsider what you post? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Are you team share everything or team privacy is king? And hey, if you've ever had a close call with an online meetup, share your story. It might just help someone else stay safe. While you're at it, hit that like button if this video made you think twice about your social media habits. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss our next deep dive into the dark corners of human nature. Remember, in a world where likes and follows can feel like everything, sometimes the smartest move is knowing when to keep your success to yourself. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next video.